Hi, everybody. We're so happy that you're interested in our course called The Art of Meditation. The course is team taught, and I would like to start with introducing myself and my colleague, Paul Bright. My name is Ulrike Wiethaus, and I'm a professor in the Department for the Study of Religion.
And I'm Paul Bright, and I'm in charge of galleries and programming on campus.
We have designed the course in two main parts. Part one will take place in April with four sessions on campus in which we will create the foundation for our travel together. In these four sessions, you will be introduced to the history of Celtic monasticism and some of its main spiritual themes. You will get an introduction to Celtic art and its significance for the history of civilization globally, truly. And you will also get introduced to the tech tools that we are going to use while traveling in Scotland and Northumbria.
So a typical day for us when we're abroad and traveling, we will be taking basically a hike, a pilgrimage walk from Melrose in Scotland all the way to Lindisfarne on the coast of England, where St. Cuthbert ended his days and spent a good bit of important time. So on our walk, we'll be going through the nice hilly landscape of the Scottish borderlands, about 6 miles a day, 7, maybe 8, over hilly terrain, a beautiful landscape, and the typical weather of that time of year. So you'll have a nice sunny hour or two, and then it'll rain for another hour or two. And eventually we will end up in Lindisfarne and on the island.
So my colleague and I have two distinct roles in this very creative project. My role is to work with you on the historical foundations, the history of spirituality, and to also introduce you to different facets of mindfulness pedagogy, which we will practice to turn our trip together from mere travel to truly a pilgrimage in which you are open to new experiences in a kind of more contemplative fashion.
And so my role will be coming at the project from a more aesthetic side, from the purely sort of artistic side. The period that we're sort of mentally recreating as we do this pilgrimage was a great period of illuminated manuscripts, and we'll look at how the aesthetic of creating these in Cuthbert's time was very a holistic project, which brought the ideas of nature and of man and the universe together in the designs themselves. And we'll be, as pilgrims ourselves, mindfully collecting material on our walk so that we can create our own responses to the whole experience, drawing on what we know about these ancients.
So the important aspect that both Celtic spirituality and the arts that you will immerse yourself in bring to the forefront is really the natural environment. That is why we chose to make this a hiking course. We will have an outfitter that will carry our luggage from inn to inn. So properly speaking, it's an inn-to-inn walking tour that is very, very comfortable for all of us. But we will also think more deeply about the role of nature as we construct our way in the world as human beings. So please feel free to ask us any questions about the course. This is a brief introduction. There's so much more to share with you, but we are very, very excited about your interest, and we hope to see you soon.